Welcome to Stargate World's Midweek Junkies, Episode 1. This week's show, we will be talking about the character creation screen and a video walkthrough of an effects demo found from a developer's portfolio.
Welcome to this week's show. This is Decoy, and on my side is Yellow Peril.
Evening all.
We're going to move right on to the character creation screen. The first image popping up is of the main character creation screen. On a side note, all these images were taken from youku.com. You could see the link from the video that we took them from appearing now at the bottom. So on with the shots.
The first shot we've actually got here, well, it's going to be our second shot because the first shot we actually choose to create a character. It then takes us to our second shot, which you should be seeing now. Before we proceed on any further here, we'll have a walk through the icons we can actually see on the screen. The first icon, really, that pops to the front is the one with the light grey circle around it. These are your faction icons. We know that we have two factions, the SGU, which is the Stargate Union, which actually looks like the Stargate symbol, and we have the Praxis. And the Praxis, you can see there, is like a orange circle with a pyramid on the inside. It's a bit blurry, but you can make out as such.
Looks pretty much like the Stargate World's logo to me.
Very much, very much. Under these two icons for the factions, we have 6 icons. And from the narrative from the UQ, we have 6 icons underneath the two factions. And they're actually the soldier, which I can't make out that symbol. The next one is the archaeologist, which actually looks like a small pickaxe. Then we have something that looks like a target, which is the commando. Underneath that, we have scientist. Then we have the Shova.
Yes, but we believe the Shova is actually named Free Jaffa now, because being called enemy really wouldn't be a great way to be a character on the good side, pretty much.
Well, I think the actual Gaul translation of Shova is traitor, isn't it?
Traitor, yeah.
Finally, the last one looks like a Asgard head, which is the Asgard. Then underneath these two, we actually have the male and female symbols. On the last of it, is it 8 character modification slots. So it looks like the human character can actually be modified quite heavily there.
Looks like the first one is skin tone, and the rest I can't really make out, but I mean, I'm sure it'll be the hairstyle, the torso, maybe eye color, facial hair possibly.
But there's quite a lot, 8 different options. Now, how many options each of those options have could actually give quite a wide range of appearance, really.
The next one we have is the Shova, or as we think of it now as Free Jaffa. As you can see, he has a different build from the human soldier that was picked in the first shot. Much taller, much broader, wearing just the original armor. Has the same amount of modifications, 8 of them. So it looks like that the level of detail will be able to be about the same for the Shova or Free Jaffa.
The next slide, we actually have the Asgard, and they've actually got the Asgard to look very petite and fragile. We can see straight away that the actual character modifications, we only have 4 slots now for character modifications. It's going to be interesting what they do there. I know that the Asgard don't usually wear clothes or anything like this, so I'm thinking it could be skin tone, size of the head, maybe a medallion. I don't know if these are going to be used. Tattoos, things like that.
I believe at one point there was talk of tattoos. So
I remember seeing some screenshots of Asgard with coloured symbols on their bodies. But it'd be interesting to see what they come up with there.
Yeah. Moving on to the next slide, we have the Praxis side, and the Praxis is broken down into pretty much the same 6 icons, except the one icon being different. You have the soldier, the archaeologist, the commando, the scientist, the Jaffa, and the Goa'uld. The archaeologist is picked by the the icon being highlighted and has 8 different modifications. So as you can see here, he's wearing like a red prison jumper suit.
Well, the practice are known to start at the castle as prisoners as such.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually start the game as breaking out of the castle area. Okay, and on the next slide, we can actually see that the Jafar is wearing the same outfit. So possibly the Jafar is the same starting point as the human on the practice side with the castle. But it's very hard to tell what's going to change. From what I know is the screenshots were taken from very, very early beta, possibly even alpha. So we have no idea what's actually changed here.
Mm-hmm.
But would it actually sound right for the Jafar to be locked up with the humans?
Well, I mean, if it's a prison, who knows? On our last slide, we have the Goa'uld not wearing any clothes, just wearing boxers. So I'm sure that definitely wasn't really playable. From what we also learned from the beta, it was just the commando and the soldier, I believe. Definitely has a different build. Is right in between the height of the Jaffa and the human, and has like a much skinnier build but the broad shoulders still. And as you can tell, there's only 6 modifications, so it has 2 less than the humans and 2 more than the Asgards. So I'm sure it'll be interesting to see what kind of modifications come with that.
Well, one of the things I'm actually thinking of here is that the Gaol will be using devices more to protect themselves. They won't be wearing heavy armor. My feeling is that the humans will be wearing armor, and you'll see that they're wearing armor. With the Gaols, they'll have technology for personal shields and things like that. My guess is the Gaols will be much more dressed up, have much more items to wear, be much more flamboyant.